Home is where a new sunrise says, I don't want to wake up anywhere else.
I woke up in the middle of the night, opened my eyes, said, my oh my, I'm dreaming you. Well, oh, my dreams are sweet.
Life is about waking up to a brand new dream. We're the local bank that's with you, wherever it leads, because we're more than a bank in Nebraska. We're Nebraska in a bank. Pinnacle Bank.
Man, valet took forever.
There's no valet here.
Who took my coat? That could have been bad.
It's pretty hard to find quicker service, nicer people, or anyone who cares more when filling your prescriptions in Ken's Pharmacy in Crete. After all, the drive-thru makes your wait time minimal, and Ken and Carrie are reliable pharmacists. It's so much more. Helpful advice, accurate refills, and a large selection of over-the-counter products. So don't just take my word for it. Try Ken's Pharmacy for yourself, whether it's in the drive-thru, inside, or with mail-out service. Trust Ken's U-Save Health Mart Pharmacy to care for you. Ken's Pharmacy in Crete, caring for you and about you.
What's your convenience emergency? When you're late for work but need your caffeine? Stop, shop, and roll. Headed to the big game but need ice, drinks, and munchies? Stop, shop, and roll. On your way home but you gotta grab some cold ones? Stop, shop, and roll. No matter what, the solution is Stop and Shop in Crete. Always open so you can get in, out, and on your way. So remember, in case of a convenience emergency, stop, shop, and roll. Stop and Shop, East Highway 33 in Crete.
Hey, grab me one too.
And good morning, baseball fans, and welcome to Crete, Nebraska for Doane University Baseball right here on the Doane Sports Network. It is the winner's bracket game as Doane, the 2 seed, takes on Northwestern, the 6 seed. Doane comes in 36-11 on the season. Northwestern is 25-25 on the year. Doane will be the visiting team on the scoreboard. Northwestern the home team, as Doane was the home team yesterday in their game. Northwestern was the visiting team, so they just flip on that role rather than having a coin flip to decide it. So let's take a look at the Doane lineup. Again, the visiting team here in this morning contest. Leading things off and in right field will be Logan Amick. Batting second, the shortstop, Narumi Okayasu. Batting third in left field, Joe Osborne. Hitting fourth, the third baseman, Justin Nevels. Batting fifth and serving as the designated hitter, Noah Winkleman. Batting sixth and in center field, Aaron Volcano. Batting seventh, the second baseman, Dane Kelsey. Hitting eighth and at first base, Max Harris. And batting ninth in catching, Dionysius Chialtis. Pitching for Doane will be Kellen Vogesser. So it's Amick, Okayasu, Osborne, Nevels, Winkleman, Volcano, Kelsey, Harris, Chialtis, with Vogesser pitching. The lineup for Northwestern, leading things off and in left field, Drew Dykstra. Batting second in center field, Luke Robleski. Batting third, the third baseman, Sam Stanford. Hitting out of the cleanup spot, at first base, Devin Dirks. Batting fifth, the right fielder, Mason Porep. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, Mo Watson. Hitting seventh and at second base, Rainier Castillo. Batting eighth and catching, Isaac Short. And batting ninth, the shortstop, Ethan Buckner. Pitching for Northwestern will be Dylan Kirkaby. So it's Dykstra, Robleski, Stanford, Dirks, Porep, Watson, Castillo, Short, Buckner, with Kirkaby pitching. Over in Seward at the Concordia bracket, they had a little bit different showing as far as their games went yesterday. Here, it was a pair of 2-1 pitchers battles. Over there in Seward, Midland knocked off Briar Cliff 12-10, and then Concordia rallied for a 10-9 win in 11 innings. So at noon today, be Midland and Concordia. At 3 o'clock over in Seward, Briar Cliff and Mount Marty in the consolation bracket. At noon here today will be Morningside and Jamestown. So momentarily we'll have the on-field introductions and the national anthem, and then we'll have first pitch between the Red Raiders and the Tigers right here on the Doane Sports Network.
Good morning, baseball fans, and welcome to the Doane Ballfield Complex. Today it's the Doane Tigers versus the Northwestern Red Raiders in Game 3 of the Doane bracket of the GPAC Baseball Tournament. Here's your batting order, first of all, for Doane, the guest team on the scoreboard. Leading off the right fielder, number 3, Logan Amick. Batting second, the shortstop, number 7, Narumi Okayasu. Batting third, the left fielder, number 14, Joe Osborne. Batting fourth, third baseman, number 1, Justin Nevels. Batting fifth, designated hitter, number 6, Noah Winkleman. Batting sixth, the center fielder, number 10, Aaron Volcano. Batting seventh, the second baseman, number 17, Dane Kelsey. Batting eighth, the first baseman, number 4, Max Harris. Batting ninth, the catcher, number 23, Dionysius Chialtis. Pitching for the Tigers, number 24, Kellen Vogesser. Batting order for Northwestern, the home team on the scoreboard. Leading off the left fielder, number 13, Drew Dykstra. Batting second, the center fielder, number 12, Luke Robleski. Batting third, the third baseman, number 24, Sam Stanford. Batting cleanup, the first baseman, number 23, Devin Dirks. Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 3, Mason Porep. Batting sixth, designated hitter, number 25, Mo Watson. Batting seventh, the second baseman, number 27, Rainier Castillo. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 2, Isaac Short. Batting ninth, the shortstop, number 1, Ethan Buckner. And pitching for Northwestern, number 14, Dylan Kirkaby. And now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we ask you please stand, remove all cover as we honor America with a recorded version of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. Amen.
And welcome back as we get ready for first pitch of our first game of the day. Dylan Kirkaby on the hill for Northwestern, a 2-6 record on the season. He has a 5.22 earned run average. Leading things off will be Logan Amick. Amick batting .346 and takes the first pitch for a ball. First pitch at 8:59. Next pitch to Amick, runs inside, a swing and a miss as Amick looked like he wanted to check the swing, unable to do so. Making his first start in right field today. Takes the pitch high. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to count to the Tiger leadoff hitter. Fastball strike outside corner. Two balls, two strikes to count. Kirkaby set. The pitch. Missing high, ball 3. Defensively for the Red Raiders, Dykstra in left, Wrobleski in center, Porup in right, Stanford at third, Buckner at short, Castile at second base, Dirks over at first, and Short is behind the plate. Payoff pitch to Amick. Swung on, fouled back to the screen. Three balls, two strikes to count on Amick. The pitch on the way. Foul tip caught by Short for strike 3. So that'll bring up Okayasu, the Tigers shortstop. Okayasu batting .333. First pitch swinging, fouled off. Count 0-1. Next pitch. It's going to be taken for a called strike. 0-2 the count to Okayasu. Pitch on the way. Swung on, fouled off, out of play. No balls, two strikes to count. The pitch in the dirt, ball 1. Count now, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way. Swung on, lifted foul, out of play. .54 degrees at first pitch today. Of overcast skies. Temps expected to make their way up to about 75 today. Pitch in the dirt. Count now even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Another pitch fouled off, out of play. Another 2-2 pitch to Okayasu. Comes in high, ball 3. Now the payoff pitch. And fouled off, out of play. Okayasu has fouled off 5 of the 9 pitches he has seen. This is the 10th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Taken high for ball 4. So Okayasu earns the walk. That brings up Joe Osborne. Osborne steps in, batting .373. Team high 12 home runs. He had a 2-run home run yesterday, the difference in Doan's win over Jamestown. So Kayasu leads off a first. Pitch on the way. Going to be taken for a called strike outside corner. Kirkaby comes set. The pitch. Called strike at the letters. Count 0-2. Throw over to first. Okayasu back in safely. Next pitch to Osborne. He's going to miss outside. Count now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch swung on, popped up. Foul territory, third base side. It's going to be caught by Stanford.
Third baseman, number 1, Justin Nevels.
And there are 2 down. I'll bring up Justin Nevels. Tiger third baseman gets ready to step in, batting .345. First pitch, breaking ball misses high, ball 1. Now the 1-0 pitch. Line back up the middle, in for a base hit. Okayasu moves up to second as Wrobleski gets it in quickly.
Batting 5th, designated hitter, number 6.
That brings up Noah Winkleman.
Winkleman.
Winkleman, the designated hitter for the Tigers, batting .286. First pitch to Winkleman. Taken high and inside, ball 1. Want to know the count? Doan with runners at first and second with 2 down. Top of the first. The pitch. Appeal to the base umpire. Winkleman checked his swing. Count now 2-0. Next pitch. Swung on and missed. Count now 2 balls, 1 strike to Winkleman. Runners have their leads. The pitch. It's taken high and away for ball 3. Aaron Vocano on deck for Doan. He would bat next if Winkleman extends the inning. The 3-1. High and outside, ball 4. So Doan with the bases loaded.
Center fielder, number 10.
That brings up Vocano. Vocano 2 for 2 yesterday with an intentional walk. First pitch to Vocano is high, ball 1. Short gonna request time and also gonna have a visit out of the Northwestern bullpen. Okayasu on at first, or excuse me, on at third. Neville's on at second. Winkleman on at first. Okayasu and Winkleman drew walks. Neville's with the single up the middle. Want to know the count to Volcano. The pitch. Swung on and missed as Volcano maybe chased a pitch high in the zone. Count now even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch on the way. Outside. Count now 2-1. Pitch on the way to Volcano. Swung on, popped up, foul territory, and it's going to fall. First base side. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Bases full of Tigers here in the first. Volcano waiting at the plate. Kirkaby comes set. The kick and the pitch. High, ball 3. So now the runners will be in motion on this upcoming pitch. Swung on, blooped into right center field, going back and making the catch is Castillo to end the inning. So for Doane, no runs on a hit. There were no errors and 3 left on after half an inning. Doane 0 and Northwestern coming up. Drew Dykstra will lead off for Northwestern as we go to the bottom of the first inning. Kellen Vogesser on the mound for Doane. First pitch is going to miss low and away. Vogesser 3-1 on the season. Has a 4.37 earned run average. Dykstra batting .304. This next pitch foul tipped. First strike one. One and one the count. Next pitch fouled off of Chialtis and to the backstop. Count now 1-2. Defensively for Doane, Osborne in left, Volcano in center, Amick is in right, Neville's at third, Okayasu at short, Kelsey at second, Harris at first, and Chialtis behind the plate. Next pitch, just missing inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Vogesser comes set. The pitch. Swung on, ground ball. Harris has it. He's going to take it to the bag himself for out number 1.
Center fielder, number 12, Luke Robleski.
Looked like Vogesser maybe got a late start going to the bag, and Harris is able to outrace Dykstra to first to record the first out. So that brings up Robleski. Batting .294 on the year. Pitch missing low for ball 1. Next pitch from Vogesser. Runs tight for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes to count. The pitch. Swung on, ground ball. Kelsey has it. Throw to first. Was not going to be in time. It also pulled Harris off the bag, an infield single.
Batting third baseman, number 24, Sam Stanford.
Kelsey had her range up the middle. We saw plenty of dew on the field this morning, so that also probably added to the difficulty in making the throw over, going away from the first base bag. Now bring up Sam Stanford. Stanford batting .350 to lead the Red Raiders. First pitch drops in for a called strike. Pitch on the way from Vogesser in there for strike 2. Oh, and 2 the count. The pitch. Swung on, chop foul. Robleski over at first leads the team with 14 stolen bases this year. Another 0-2 pitch coming up from Vogesser to Stanford. Here it is. Swung on and grounded foul once again. Pitch on the way. Fouled back to the screen. Good battle here with Vogesser and Stanford. Runner bluffed. This pitch comes in high on the off-speed pitch. Count now 1-2. Robleski took a step towards second, but then held up. Now 1-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled off, out of play. One ball, 2 strikes to count. The pitch. Line back up the middle. Coming in is Volcano. He's going to play it on one hop. So a single for Stanford.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 23, Devin Dirks.
Now bring up Dirks. Dirks batting .298. So runners at first and second. One out. Bogesser comes set, and the pitch. And therefore called strike. The count 0-1. Pitch on the way. That's going to be inside, gets away from Gialtis. Went off his glove and skipped away. So a pass ball. So now runners in 2 runners in scoring position with 1 down. Infield in at the corners, halfway up the middle. Swung on, fouled off, out of play. Count now 1-2. Bogesser comes set. The pitch. Swung on. Harris has it. They have the runner caught between third and home. So the out goes as 3-5-2. The Red Raiders still have runners at second and third as Dirks able to advance all the way up to second base on the play. But they're now 2 down, and they'll bring up Porup. First pitch, ground ball. Okayasu picks it, throw to first, in time! Great defensive play for the Tigers. So for Northwestern, no runs on, 2 hits, there were no errors, and 2 left on base. After 1 inning, we are scoreless. Dane Kelsey will lead off for Doane. So go to the second inning. Kelsey batting .321. Takes the first pitch high, ball one. Next pitch lined into left center field, and it's down for a base hit. Dykstra was giving it chase, but unable to get there in time. So Doane with the leadoff single from Kelsey, and they'll bring up Max Harris. Harris batting .342. Throw over to first. Kelsey back in safely. Looked like he slipped going into the bag. Little Ginger getting back up, but stays there. Next pitch missing low and away. So the count 1-0. Another pitch missing outside. So Harris has been showing bunt, but has pulled the bat back both times. Count 2-0. Pitch taken for a ball, throw down to first. Not in time, and the count 3-0 to Harris. And inside for ball four. So the walk will bring up Chialtis. Would think Doane might continue to show bunt. Again, you have first and second, no outs. Chialtis squares around, bunts it. It's on one hop to Kirkaby, throws to first with Castillo covering. So Chialtis gets the sacrifice down, 1-4. So now runners at second and third for the top of the order with Logan Amick. First pitch, breaking ball, drops in for a called strike. Oh, and 1 the count. Amick squares around, pulls the bat back, takes the pitch for a called strike. He thought it might come in a little high, but had enough drop on it to get the strike call. Count 0-2. Next pitch, missing outside for ball one. Now the 1-2 pitch, high and inside, ball two. Two balls, 2 strikes the count to Amick. Swung on, popped up, foul territory, first base side. And it's going to land on top of the Doane dugout. So the count holds at 2-2. Another 2-2 pitch coming up to Amick. Here it is. It's going to come in high, ball 3. Full count. It's going to be high for ball 4. So Amick draws the walk, and Doan has the bases loaded for Okayasu.
Shortstop, Narumi Akayasu.
Kelsey on at third. Harris on at second. And Amick on at first. The pitch to Okayasu. Going to miss outside for a ball. Count 1-0. Next pitch on the way. Swung on. Lifted into shallow left center. Wrobleski makes the catch. Throw is going to go into third. Kelsey will score for the Tigers. Sacrifice fly puts Doan on the board.
The left fielder, Joe Osborne.
That brings up Joe Osborne. First pitch on the way. Breaking ball missing inside, ball 1. Kirkaby comes set. Checks the runners. The pitch. Low and away, ball 2. Hitters count. 2 balls, no strikes. Pick play to second base. Harris back in safely. Now the 2-0 pitch. And that's going to hit Osborne in the helmet.
Third baseman, Justin Nevels.
So Osborne hit by a pitch for the 13th time this season. For his career, that's a milestone one, number 60. First pitch to Nevels is going to be taken for a called strike. Owen won the count to Nevels. Had a base hit in his first at bat. Breaking ball, called strike, inside corner. Count 0-2. Kirkaby comes set. The pitch. High and away for ball 1. One ball, 2 strikes the count. Pitch on the way. Going to drop in for a called strike 3 to end the inning. So for Doan, a run on a hit. There were no errors and 3 runners left on. We'll go to the bottom of the second inning. Doan in front, 1-0. Mo Watson will lead off for Northwestern. First pitch taken for a ball. Watson batting .264. Vogesser set. The 1-0 pitch. In the dirt for ball 2. 2-0 the count. Kick and the pitch. Swung on, liner. Just off the glove of Okayasu as he leaped up. The ball settles in into center field. So a single for Watson.
Baseman number 27, Rainier Castillo.
That brings up Castillo. So we'll see if Northwestern plays some small ball here. Runner at first, no outs. Castillo takes the first pitch inside, ball 1. Castillo batting .222. Next pitch just missing inside. Ball 2. 2-0 the count. The pitch. Breaking ball high, ball 3. Next pitch. In there for a called strike. Three balls, 1 strike the count. The pitch, runner goes. Swung on, grounded foul. First base side. So the count now full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch, runner goes and fouled off once again. Vogesser comes set. Another 3-2 pitch. In there for a called strike 3.
Batting 8th, the catcher, number 2, Isaac Short.
So there's one down. They'll bring up Short. Short batting .204. First pitch from Vogesser. Swung on, chopper back up the middle. Kelsey steps on the bag as he picks it up. Throw to first is in time for the double play. So 4-3 on the double play. For Northwestern, no runs on a hit. There were no Tiger errors and no one left on. After 2 innings, Doane leads 1-0. Winkleman to lead off for Doane in the third inning. First pitch swung on, fouled off as it was in on the hands. Count 0-1. Doane leads 1-0. Sacrifice fly in the top of the second. The difference in this game early on. The 0-1. That's going to be lined into right field, down for a base hit. Leadoff single for Winkleman.
Center fielder Aaron Volcano.
That brings up Volcano. First pitch to Volcano is going to be taken for a called strike. He was squared around, pulled the bat back, took the pitch for the strike. Next pitch, swung on, fouled back. The count 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to the Tiger center fielder. The pitch. Swung on, ground ball, slowly hit to third. Throw to second for 1, relay to first, not going to be in time.
Second baseman Dane Kelsey.
So 5-4 to get Winkleman at second. Volcano now at first with 1 down. That brings up Dane Kelsey. Kelsey singled in his first at bat. First pitch stays high for ball 1. Throw over to first. Volcano back in safely. Want to know the count? The pitch. Fastball high. Ball 2. Hitters count. 2 balls, no strikes. Red Raider outfield shading Kelsey to go to the left center gap. His next pitch drops in for a called strike. So you have Dykstra shaded towards left center as well as Robleski trying to close off that left center gap. So throw over to first. Volcano back in safely. Another pick over to first. Volcano does a couple push-ups as he waits for Dirks to make the throw back to the pitcher. Had a hand on the bag. So next pitch lined into center field. Volcano will have to head back to first as he is in motion on the pitch.
First baseman Max Harris.
So Robleski makes the catch out in center. That brings up Max Harris. So Harris steps in. Volcano on at first base with 2 down. Pick over to first. Harris walked in his first at bat. Another throw over to first. Kirkaby keeping a close eye on Volcano. Volcano on the season, 4 for 4 in stolen base attempts. Runner goes, pitch, swung on, fouled back out of play. So 0-1 the count to Harris. The kick and the pitch. Inside, maybe a little bit high. Count evens out at a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1. Swung on, fouled back out of play. One ball, 2 strikes to count. And another throw over to first. Kick and the pitch. Swung on. Harris able to foul it off. One ball, 2 strikes to count to Harris. The pitch, runner goes. Swung on, ground ball through the left side for a base hit. Volcano heads to third. Throw is not in time as it gets away from the third baseman. And Harris will move up on the play.
The catcher, Dionysius Sheltis.
So runners at second and third for Gialtis. First pitch swung on and missed, and the count 0-1. Next pitch runs high and tight. Count evens out at a ball and a strike. Next pitch from Kirkaby is high for ball 2. Two and 1 the count. The kick and pitch. High, ball 3. Kirkaby using the spike to clean out his spikes. Three and 1 the count to Chialtis. The pitch. High for ball 4. So a walk will load the bases.
Right fielder, Logan Amick. Running for Sheltis at first base.
Courtesy runner in for Doan is Carson Baker. So Baker running for the Tiger catcher as Logan Amick comes to the plate. First pitch, fastball swung on and missed as Amick a little late on that one. Next pitch on the way. Called strike outside corner. Amick down the count, no balls, 2 strikes. The kick, the pitch. Outside. Count now 1-2. Amick batting for the 3rd time here in the 3rd inning. Swung on, hit into right center field. That is down for a base hit. And that is going to clear the bases for the Tigers as Amick will go in with a stand-up double. And Doan finally able to break through on the bases loaded situation. They left the bases loaded in each of the first 2 innings. But Amick doubles to right center. And the Tigers extend their lead to 4-0. I'll bring up Okayasu. First pitch to Okayasu. He's going to miss for a ball in the count, 1-0. Next pitch, fouled off at the plate. Count evens out at 1-1. Pitch in for a called strike. Peyton Montesinos warming up in the bullpen for Northwestern. Next pitch lifted foul out of play. One ball, 2 strikes, the count to Okayasu. The kick and pitch. Swung on through for a base hit on the left side. Amick will move up to 3rd on the play. So a base hit by Okayasu.
Left fielder Joe Osborne.
And I'll bring up Osborne. We're going to have a visit to the mound and new pitcher coming in for Northwestern. So we're going to take a break. We'll give you the details on Montesinos when we come back. Montesino, the new pitcher, 2-1 record, a 2.77 earned run average in 13 innings this season. Joe Osborne at the plate for Doane. First pitch will miss outside, ball 1. Runners at the corners with 2 down. Here in the Tiger third inning. Runner from first started to go, Okayasu. Held up as the pitch was foul tipped for strike 1. Sun starting to break through the clouds here in Crete. Throw over to first, Okayasu back in safely. One and one the count. Pitch to Osborne. Swung on and missed. One and two the count to Osborne. The pitch swung on. Lifted into center field. Going back is Robleski, and he will make the catch for out number 3. So for Doane, 3 runs on 4 hits. There was an error and 2 left on. We go to the bottom of the third with Doane in front 4-0. Buckner to lead off for Northwestern as we go to the bottom of the third inning. First pitch, swung on, lifted into right center field. Volcano moves over, makes the catch. There's one down. Back to the top of the order, and they'll bring up Dykstra. Dykstra will step in. Neville's playing even with the bag at third. First pitch, fastball missing outside, ball 1. Next pitch comes in high, ball 2. Kick and the 2-0. Missing low for ball 3. Three balls, no strikes to count. Pitch from Vogesser. That's low, and the throw is sent back to second base from Chialtis.
Center fielder Luke Romleski.
Robleski will come to the plate now. Runner at first with one out. First pitch swinging, lifts it into right field down the line. Amick towards the line, and he made the catch. Nice job by Amick.
Third baseman Sam Stanford.
I'll bring up Stanford. Pitch on the way is taken low. Want to know the count? Next pitch, breaking ball in there for a called strike. Count evens out, 1 ball and 1 strike. One pitch, ground ball, slow roller. Nevels picks it on the charge. Throw over to first is in time to end the inning. So for Northwestern, no runs on no hits. There were no errors and 1 left on. After 3 innings, Doane leads 4-0. Justin Nevels will lead off for Doane as we go to the 4th inning. First pitch missing high, ball 1. Next pitch foul to the backstop. Next pitch is going to hit Neville's bat that was behind him. Ball went into play, and throw down to first is going to be in time. And I'll bring up Winkleman. So Winkleman steps in with one down. First pitch missing outside for a ball. Pitch fouled off out of play. Count evens out at 1-1. Swing and a miss. Count now 1-2. Pitch taken for a called strike 3. Delayed call by the home plate umpire. And that will bring up Volcano. And that pitch is going to run inside for a ball. Want to know the count. Pitch swung on, fouled off out of play. Count now even. 1 ball, 1 strike. The kick, the pitch. Low and away, ball 2. Montesino's pitch swung on and lifted foul down the left field line. Count goes even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The wind, the pitch. In the dirt, ball 3. Now the payoff pitch. Lined back up the middle and in for a base hit. So a single for Volcano.
The second baseman, Dane Kelsey.
They'll bring up Kelsey. Grass still wet from the morning dew. Sun hasn't been out long enough to burn it off yet. First pitch to Kelsey, swung on, fouled off out of play. No balls, 1 strike the count to the Tigers' second baseman. Throw over to first, Volcano back in safely. The 0-1 pitch, taken low. One ball, 1 strike the count. The kick, the pitch. It's going to miss high and inside for ball 2. Montesinos comes set. The pitch. Swung on, ground ball towards short. Big hop, and it's going to be missed by Buckner. And Volcano will go to third on the play. So an error will extend the inning. And that brings up Harris.
First baseman, Max Harris.
Looked like Buckner got the nice big hop Just didn't look it into his glove. Now runners at the corners for Harris with 2 down. First pitch missing low and away, ball 1. Next pitch. Off speed, swung on and missed as Harris was out front. One ball, 1 strike, the count. The pitch runner from first started to go. That's Kelsey. Pitch was in the dirt, blocked. Kelsey held up about 4 or 5 steps off his lead. Count now 2-1. Appeal to the base umpire says Harris did not go, and the count now 3-1. Pitch on the way, swung on, right back up the middle, through. No, knocked down. That's still going to be a base hit as Castillo unable to glove it. Looked like it was going to go through, but Castillo able to knock it down. So an RBI for Harris. We're going to have a pinch runner for Doan, as Luke LaChance will be the pinch runner. And he'll stay in defensively for Kelsey. So that brings up Chialtis. Tiger catcher will step in. First pitch swinging, lifts it into center field. Robleski there, makes the catch to end the inning. So for Doan, a run on 2 hits, there was an error and 2 left on. We go to the bottom of 4, with Doan leading 5-0. Go to the bottom of the 4th. Dirks will lead off for Northwestern. First pitch swung on and missed. Count 0-1. Next pitch going to be lined into left field, down for a base hit. Osborne has it. Throws it back in, holding Dirks at first. They'll bring it Porup. Porup is 0 for 1. First pitch, breaking ball in for a called strike. Count 0-1. Next pitch. In there. Actually, umpire's going to say he did not get it in there. That's going to be ball 1. Thought the pitch dropped in. Maybe missed inside. 1-1 pitch. Fastball strike. Count now 1-2. Bogesser's pitch. Check swing went through for strike 3. And Porup down on strikes. I'll bring up Watson. Should have sun out for a while now as it's mostly clear skies. Just a few lingering clouds out there. First pitch breaking ball in for a strike in the count, 0-1. Next pitch on the way. Low and away. Ball 1. 1-1 the count. Kick and pitch. Swung on, ground ball. Harris goes to second, and his throw is going to get out into left field. So an error on the Tigers. So Watson reaches on the fielder's choice, with Dirks advancing to third base on the error.
Second baseman Rainier Castillo.
That brings up Castillo. First pitch missing low, ball 1. Next pitch swung on and missed. Count evens out at a ball and a strike. Next pitch from Vogesser. Swung on, chopper to short. Okayasu flips to LaChance to first, and it's not caught by Harris. And a run scores.
Catcher Isaac Short.
So the Red Raiders on the board. Unearned run for Northwestern. Now brings up Short, the catcher for the Red Raiders. First pitch is a called strike. Count 0-1. Next pitch, fastball, strike, outside corner at the knees. Count 0-2. Next pitch, grounded through the left side for a base hit. So now runners at first and second with 2 down. Brings up the 9-hole hitter in Buckner. And have a courtesy runner for Northwestern.
Courtesy runner, first base, number 6, TJ Silliman.
So TJ Silliman is the courtesy runner. As Buckner gets ready to step in. First pitch stopped by Chialtis as he's blown away out of the zone. As Vogesser got on top of it a little bit too much. Now the 1-0 pitch in the dirt. Chialtis throws down to third and not in time. Looked like it was clearly in time, but the swipe tag must have missed. The count 2-0 to Buckner. High ball 3. Pitch taken for a called strike. Now the 3-1 pitch from Vogesser. He's going to miss high and inside for ball 4, and the base is now loaded for the Red Raiders. They have the top of the order coming up with Dykstra. That's going to bring out a visit to the mound from Tiger pitching coach. Take a break, be back in a moment. So Dykstra steps in as Vogesser comes set. First pitch fouled back. Count 0-1. Breaking ball in there for strike 2. So Vogesser jumps ahead in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. The kick, the pitch. Swung on ground ball. Okayasu is playing right behind the bag, and he will race to second to end the inning. So perfectly scouted by the Tigers. For Northwestern, they get a run on 2 hits. There was a Doan error and 3 left on base. We go to the 5th inning. Doan in front, 5-1. Logan Amick will lead off for Doane as we go to the 5th inning. So Doane with the top of the order. First pitch comes in low for ball 1. Next pitch. Sent back up the middle into center field, but it's going to hang up. And Robleski there to make the catch. So a line out to center. And that brings up Okayasu. Okayasu first pitch swinging, ground ball to second. Throw over to first is in time. That brings up Osborne. Aiden Ciperta warming up in the pen for Northwestern. So Osborne steps in. First pitch called strike outside corner. Oh, and 1 the count. Outside, ball 1. Montesinos first 2 pitches away from Osborne. See if he would chase. So next pitch, breaking ball. Called strike in under the hands. The count 1-2. Osborne lines it foul, left side. So the count holds at 1-2. The wind, the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3 on the fastball. So 3 up, 3 down for Doane in the 5th. They go to the bottom of 5 with Doane in front, 5-1. Robleski leading off for Northwestern in the bottom of the 5th. First pitch in for a called strike. Phil Gesser comes set. Pitch missing low and inside. Count evens out at a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Fastball, just low. Ball 2. Two and 1 the count. The kick, the pitch. Swung on, fouled off, out of play. And the count now even at 2-2. Vogesser set. The pitch on the way. Off speed. Hit into right center field. Amick calls for it. Makes the catch. And there's one down. That brings up Stanford. Breaking ball missing inside, ball one. Stanford 1 for 2 in this game. Single in the first, a ground out in the third. Next pitch, chop foul. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Vogesser comes set. The pitch. Called strike. Count now 1-2. Next pitch on the way. Foul tipped as it skips to the backstop. Both these teams winning yesterday's games 2-1. And Doan's win against Jamestown. Tiger starting pitcher Aaron Forrest tied the school record with his 10th win of the season for a single season record. He had 10 wins last year as well. Next pitch fouled off. Forrest with 7 strikeouts in that game. Season total at 87, which is a personal best, topping his mark of 86 last year and is 2 shy of the school record of 89 held by his pitching coach Elliot Engel. 1-2 pitch on the way. Another pitch fouled off at the plate. That one caught some of Stanford. One ball, 2 strikes to count. Vogesser gets his sign, comes set. The pitch. And a swing and a miss as Stanford unable to check his swing. First strike 3. So there are 2 down. Now bring up Dirks. Third strikeout of the game for Vogesser. First pitch called strike. Owen won the count. Pitch on the way, swung on, fouled to the backstop, and the count goes to 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to count. Pitch from Vogesser on the way. Taken in the dirt for ball 1. Light breeze out of the south, so blowing in from right field. 1-2 pitch on the way from Vogesser. Swung on, popped up into center field. Volcano taking a few steps in, makes the catch to end the inning. So, like the Tigers in the top half of the inning, 3 up, 3 down for the Red Raiders. After 5 innings, Doan leads 5-1. Justin Nevels will lead off for Doane in the 6th inning. First pitch fouled off. Count 0-1. Next pitch swung on, looped down the left field line, and it is going to be caught by a sliding Dykstra.
Designated hitter Noah Winkleman.
I'll bring up Winkleman. First pitch called strike. Pitch swung on, fouled off, out of play. Couple Briar Cliff coaches in attendance here today. They're over in Seward. They'll play this afternoon, so the morning contest here, they thought they'd catch some extra baseball. Pitch missing low and inside. 1-2 the count to Winkleman. Pitch on the way. Swung on, fouled off, out of play. One ball, 2 strikes, the count to Winkleman. Breaking ball in for a called strike 3.
Center fielder Aaron Volcano.
That's going to bring up Volcano. First pitch missing low and away, ball 1. Next pitch, chop foul. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Pitch on the way. Outside. Count now 2-1. And pitch taken low, ball 3. Volcano ahead in the count, 3 balls, 1 strike. And high and tight for ball 4. So Volcano draws a 2-out walk. That's going to bring up Luke LaChance, the Tigers' second baseman, getting his first at-bat here in this game. Came in as a pinch runner for Dane Kelsey and then stayed in defensively. Swung on, lifted into left center field. And making the catch will be Wrobleski, 2 in the inning. So for Doane, no runs on a hit. There were no errors and 1 left on. We go to the bottom of 6. Doane leading by 4. Porup will lead things off for Northwestern as we go to the bottom of the 6th. Vogesser's first pitch is going to hit him. So leadoff batter on for Northwestern. That's going to bring up Watson. It's not the way Vogesser wanted to start the 6th inning. First pitch to Watson, taken in the dirt for a ball. Runner takes off, and Gialtis don't think was expecting to have Porup take off as the ball was at his feet. So now runner in scoring position, 1-0 count on Watson. Fastball high, ball 2. Tigers would like to see Vogesser get through this inning, just to shorten the game a little bit more for the bullpen. Check swing went through. Count 2-1. The pitch. Low, ball 3. Kick the pitch. We called inside for ball 4. So 2 on. I'll bring up Castillo. Gialtis going to go out to talk to his pitcher. Rest of the infield going to come in as well. Talk situation here.
Second baseman, Rainier Castillo.
So Castillo will step to the plate. Looks like there's some action in the Doane bullpen now. First pitch called strike to Castillo. Oh, and 1 the count. Next pitch fouled off. Vogesser jumps ahead in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Fastball, or maybe that was a breaking ball, got away from Vogesser and it skips to the backstop. Both runners move up on the play. One ball, 2 strikes to Castillo. Pitch on the way. Just missing low. Ball 2. Vogesser set the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Big first out for Vogesser here in the bottom of the 6th. I'll bring up short. Actually, it looks like we're going to go to a pinch hitter. Bryce Click has stepped out to the on-deck circle.
Pitch hitting for short, number 35, Bryce Click.
So Click pinch hitter. A .312 batting average on the season. First pitch gets away from Vogesser and goes over Click for ball one. Next pitch missing outside, ball two. Two and 0 the count. Pitch swung on and missed. Vogesser comes set. And his 2-1 pitch. Called strike outside corner. Count now even at 2-2. Next pitch from Vogesser, a swing and a miss for strike three. So back-to-back strikeouts for Vogesser. Gonna have another pinch hitter coming up. This will be for Buckner.
Pinch hitting for Buckner, number 26.
It's Brody Ayers. Or Ayers.
Brody Ayers.
So Ayers will step in. He's batting .246 on the year. First pitch is going to miss for a ball. Count 1-0. Vogesser set the pitch. Swung on. That's going to be lined back up the middle for a base hit. So 2 runs will score. So Ayers with the pinch hit single. Cuts the Doane lead in half. That'll bring us back to the top of the order with Dykstra.
Left fielder Drew Dykstra.
Pitch from Vogesser in for a called strike. Next pitch will be number 100 of the day for Tiger senior pitcher. Breaking ball in there for a called strike. Count 0-2. Vogesser comes set. The pitch. Missing for a ball. One ball, 2 strikes to count. The pitch. Swung on, fouled off, out of play. Another 1-2 pitch coming up from Vogesser. Swung on, lifted down the left field line, foul, and out of play. Next pitch. Breaking ball. Taken for a ball. I think everybody on the Doan side thought it was a strike. And Ayers heads down to second base without a throw. Now the 2-2 pitch coming up from Vogesser with the runner in scoring position. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So the Red Raiders get 2 runs on a hit. There was no errors and 1 left on. Go to the 7th inning with Doan leading 5-3. So Harris will lead off for Doan. First pitch, fouled off out of play. Count 0-1. And Harris going to be hit by the pitch. He'll head down to first. So Gialtis will come to the plate. Betting man would say this is a bunting situation for the Tigers. 9-hole hitter up, trying to extend their lead. The throw over to first to see if Gialtis would tip if he's bunting or not. Puts down a bunt. It's a good one. Only play will be to first, and the throw over by Stanford is in time. So 5-3 on the sacrifice, and that brings up Amick. Has a 3-run double in this game. That was back in the 3rd inning. Breaking ball called strike inside corner. Next pitch to Amick. Swung on, lifted into right field. Pour up under it, makes the catch. Harris bluffed that he was going to go to third.
The shortstop, Narumi Okayasu.
That brings up Okayasu. So Tigers need a 2-out base hit to try and score Harris. First pitch, the called strike. Pitch missing away for a ball. Count evens out at 1-1. Next pitch. Runs inside. Ball 2. Kayasu 1 for 2 with an RBI in this game. Had a sacrifice fly to plate the first down run of the game. Next pitch missing inside, ball 3. Three and 1 the count to the Tiger shortstop. The pitch. Swung on, hit into left field, but sheeting over towards the left center gap was Dykstra, and he makes the catch to end the inning. So for Doan, no runs on, no hits. There were no errors and 1 left on. Go to the bottom of 7. Doan in front, 5-3. So we go to the bottom of the 7th. A couple changes for Doan. Ethan Merck, the new pitcher for the Tigers. Merck 4-3 on the season with 2 saves. First pitch taken for a ball, and the count 1-0 to Robleski. At first base, Braden Jones takes over defensively, and then in right field, Nate Mensick takes over defensively. Pitch gets away from Merck and hits Robleski. So the leadoff batter on for Northwestern. Now bring up Stanford. Pitch in for a called strike. So 0-1 the count to Stanford. Blown away, ball 1. Merck, the first bullpen arm used by the Tigers here in this tournament. Pitch fouled off out of play. Merck set the pitch. Swung on, hit into left field, down for a base hit into the corner. Osborne over to play it quickly. It'll be a double for Stanford. So 2 on. I'll bring up Dirks.
The first baseman, Evan Dirks.
So the final line for Vogesser, 6 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned, 3 walks, and 6 strikeouts on 105 pitches. Gonna have a visit out to the mound. Take a break, be back in a moment. Outside, ball 2. Pitch from Merck. Called strike outside corner. Count 2-1. Swung on, one hopper to LaChance. He'll go to first, get the out. Run scores on the play. Now the tying run at third base for Porup. The Tigers will be in at the corners, halfway up the middle. First pitch popped up, foul territory, first base side, out of play. Count 0-1. Now the Tiger infield going to come in. Well, Okayasu will stay back at short. The pitch comes in high for a ball, and the count 1-1. In at the corners, LaChance also in at second base. Okayasu playing halfway over at short. Swing and a miss. Merck jumps ahead in the count, a ball and 2 strikes. Pitch swung on, fouled back. One ball, 2 strikes to count. Pitch. Check swing. Appeal. He went through for strike 3. Big strikeout for Merck. There are 2 down. That brings up Watson. First pitch, swung on and missed. Count 0-1. Breaking ball, swung on and missed for strike 2. Merck comes set. And the 0-2. Liner caught by LaChance to end the inning. So for the Red Raiders, a run on a hit. There were no errors and 1 left on. We go to the 8th inning. Doan in front, 5-4. New pitcher for Northwestern is Jacob Swallow, making his 18th appearance of the season, has 5 saves. He's 3-3 on the year with a 4.07 earned run average. Joe Osborne will lead off for Doan here in the 8th inning. Left-handed pitcher for the Red Raiders. First pitch swung on and missed. Count 0-1. Next pitch on the way. Swung on, ground ball. It's going to be picked over at third by Stanford. Throw to first is in time.
Third baseman Justin Nevels.
So that brings up Nevels. First pitch swung on and missed. And count 0-1. Pitch fouled off out of play. Swallow ahead in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Wind and the pitch. Swung on. Hopper gloved by Ayers. Throw to first. Not going to be in time. So an infield single. That brings up Winkleman.
Designated hitter Noah Winkleman.
Doan might be going to the bench. They're going to bring up Yanez rather than having the lefty-lefty matchup. So Christian Yanez will be the pinch hitter for Doan.
Number 22, Christian Yanez.
Pick over to first, and Neville's back in, standing up. Another throw over to first. So Yanez waiting at the plate, has not seen a pitch yet. Here's the first pitch. Taken low and away for a ball. One ball, no strikes to count. Outside for ball two. Two and 0 the count to Yanez. Pinch hitting here in the eighth for Doan. The pitch. Swung on and missed. Count now 2-1. Two balls, one strike, the count. Neville's leads off of first. And a throw over. Pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. The count 2-2. Two balls, two strikes, the count. Pitch. Swung on and missed. Foul tip. Caught by Short. And there are two down. They'll bring up Volcano. And a throw over to first. And another throw over. First pitch to Volcano. Foul tip for strike one. Next pitch on the way. Swung on, popped up to left field. Dykstra now coming in. Makes the catch to end the inning. So for Doane, no runs on a hit. There were no errors and 1 left on. Go to the bottom of 8 with Doane in front, 5-4. Castillo will lead off for Northwestern as we go to the bottom of the 8th. First pitch swung on and missed. Count 0-1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Our next game, which will feature Jamestown and Morningside, scheduled for a 12 o'clock start, but looks like that's going to be a little bit later start with this one in the bottom of the 8th. Teams will have at least a half hour to warm up and also for Doane to get the field ready for the game, so be a little bit after noon local time. Next pitch hits Castillo. So Merck was ahead in the count, but hits the second baseman for Northwestern. I'll bring up short. We're going to have a visit to the mound. Going to have a pinch runner in Silliman. So at the visit to the mound, we're going to take a break and be back in a moment. So a new pitcher for Doane is Isaiah Miller. Comes in with the 2-2 record with 2 saves, making his 12th appearance, a 3.77 earned run average. Short at the plate. We'll see if he's bunting here. He does square around. Takes the first pitch for a strike. Throw it down to first, not in time. Count 0-1. Silliman over at first base running. 2 for 5 in stolen bases this year. The short will foul the next pitch off, and the count 0-2. Could still be asked to bunt here. So Tiger defense still has to stay prepared. Owen to the count. The pitch taken in the dirt, gets away from Chialtis. Throw down to second, not going to be in time. Count now 1-2. Pitch from Miller, swung on, ground ball foul. Just wide of the bag at third. Miller set, the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Big first out for Miller. That brings up Ayers.
Shortstop Brody Ayers.
First pitch strike, count 0-1. Next pitch, swing and a miss. The count 0-2. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. Pitch was in the dirt. Throw down to first. Jones able to hold the bag. There are 2 down, and that brings up Dykstra.
The left fielder, Drew Dykstra.
So Dykstra gets ready to step in as we go back to the top of the order. First pitch, strike, count 0-1. Miller set, takes a look back at second, the pitch. It's going to come in high with the fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. The pitch, swung on, grounded foul, wide of first. Count now 1-2. Miller comes set. The pitch, swung on, hit deep down the right field line, out of play. Another 1-2 pitch. Called strike 3. Breaking ball outside corner. 2 in the inning. No runs, no hits. There are no errors and 1 left on. We go to the 9th inning. Doane leading 5-4. Dane Kelsey will hit for the chance, re-entering at second base for the Tigers here in the 9th. His first pitch from Swallow is going to be taken for a called strike. Buckner re-enters at shortstop for Northwestern defensively. Pitch swung on, popped up. Foul territory, first base side. And out of play. Count 0-2. Castillo, who was pinch run for in the last half inning for the Red Raiders, re-enters at second base. So 0-2 the count to Kelsey. Pitch swung on and missed, was in the dirt. Throw will go down to first. So there's one down. That brings up Jones. So Jones will get his first at bat. First pitch on the way. Be a called strike. Count 0-1. Oh, and 1 the count. Pitch on the way. Called strike inside corner. Count 0-2. Next pitch on the way to Jones. Going to run inside for a ball. One ball, 2 strikes to Jones. Pitch on the way. Taken low. Ball 2. Jones on the season batting .293. Wind the pitch. Swung on, grounded foul, wide of first base bag. Two balls, 2 strikes the count. The kick and pitch in the dirt for ball 3. So Jones has worked the count full. It's 3-2. The pitch. Outside, ball 4. I'll bring up Chialtis. So after the offensive timeout for Doan, Chialtis will step to the plate, throw over to first. Jones back in, standing up. Fastball called strike on the outside corner. Count 0-1. Next pitch. Swung on, lifted foul. Out of play on the left field line. Count 0-2. So Chialtis steps back in. As Jones takes the lead off of first. Throw over. Kick and the 0-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3.
Right fielder, Nate Mensick.
So they'll bring up Nate Mensick, Tiger right fielder, getting his first plate appearance. And actually, we're going to go back to Logan Amick. So he'll re-enter. First pitch swinging, fouled off, out of play, and the count 0-1. Next pitch, and that's going to hit Amick. So now 2 on for Doan, and that brings up Okayasu.
The shortstop, Narumi Akayasu.
So Jones on at second base, Amick on at first. First pitch swung on and missed. Count 0-1. Next pitch, missing outside for a ball. Count 1-1. One ball, 1 strike the count to Okayasu. Pitch on the way. Swung on, slow roller up the first baseline, and it's going to roll foul. One ball, 2 strikes the count to Okayasu. 2 runners on for Doan here in the top of the 9th. Swallow comes set. The pitch. In on the hands, a swing and a miss for strike 3. So for Doan, no runs on, no hits. There are no errors, 2 left on. Go to the bottom of the 9, Doan leading 5-4. Go to the bottom of the 9th. Wrobleski will lead off for Northwestern. Miller back to the mound for the Tigers. First pitch will hit him. Doan has not made it easy on themselves here in this game. So the tying run on base for Northwestern. That brings up Stanford. Miller comes set, the pitch. Bunt is fouled off. Count 0-1. Next pitch, bunt, pop, foul out of play. Count 0-2. Kick and the 0-2. In the dirt, blocked by Chaltis. Count now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Miller set. The kick and pitch. Swung on, lifted down the right field line, foul. Another 1-2 pitch coming up. High and tight for ball 2. Runner goes. Breaking ball, line foul, out of play. Two balls, 2 strikes to count. Miller set. Throw over to first. Picked by Jones. Miller comes set. Pitch on the way. Swung on, fouled back. Another 2-2. Swung on, popped up. Foul territory, first base side. It's going to go out of play. Another 2-2 pitch. Hit into deep left field. Osborne going back and steals it from going over the fence. Osborne robbing the home run. So Dirks will step in now with 1 down. First pitch called strike. Oh, and 1 the count. Runner goes. Pitch swung on. Little grounder out in front of the mound. Throw to first by Miller is in time. And there are 2 down. Now I'll bring up Horup. Home plate umpire going to take a look at that ball. Coming off the end of the bat, making sure it didn't get scuffed up a little bit. Miller set. First pitch. Swung on. Liner right at Kelsey to end the ball game. So Doane advances to the bracket championship tomorrow at noon with the win. Northwestern will drop to the consolation game at 3 o'clock today. So your official game time for this one is 2 hours and 54 minutes. Doane improves to 37-11 on the season. Northwestern drops to 25-26. The winning pitcher will be Kellen Vogesser. He is now 4-1. The loss will go to Kirkaby. He is now 2-7. And the save to Miller, his third. So for Doane, 5 runs on 9 hits. They committed 1 error and left 15 on base. For the Red Raiders, 4 runs on 7 hits. They committed 2 errors and left 10 on base. But the play of the game goes to Joe Osborne, robbing a home run that was over the fence. And the Tigers take this one 5-4. We'll be back with our second game of the day in probably about 40 minutes or so. So tune back in about 12:30, and we'll be close to game time for Morningside and Jamestown. Again, Doane takes it 5-4. Tigers will be in the bracket championship tomorrow. Northwestern will take on the winner of our next game in the third game of our day today, a little bit later on this afternoon.